Hello and welcome to the Growing Green podcast. Your host, Jeremiah Jennings, is the owner of Growing Green Landscapes in Birmingham, Alabama, and has a passion for growing the entrepreneurship community for those who are young in business. Being a business owner isn't easy, especially in the early years, and that's why in this show we dive into a wide range of topics covering all the challenges small business owners deal with. Even if your company is generating $1 million or more, the stories from our great guest and Jeremiah's own firsthand experiences will propel your business forward. And now, here's your host, Jeremiah Jennings.
What's going on, everybody? Thank you so much for tuning in to another episode today here on the Growing Green podcast. This is your host, Jeremiah Jennings, and I am super excited to come to you today with another fresh new episode for your Friday. Hope y'all are doing fantastic. Hope you had a great week out there this week, crushing it, killing it, and just persevering through the heat. We finally got some much needed rain this week and finally are seeing some green grass again. It was getting a little worrisome for real. It was 3 to 4 weeks without a drop of rain, and I was getting a little worried because we were starting to skip some weekly stuff. And bi-weekly stuff wasn't far behind, if I'm being honest, and I just didn't want to have to do that. I didn't want to lose out on all that revenue. So, luckily, we got some rain, and the Lord blessed us with that. And so, we ending the week here strong, and hopefully, we'll get some more in the next coming days. All we need is passing showers in the afternoon. That is a typical Alabama summer. We don't need days of rain. We just need a thunderstorm here or there every couple afternoons throughout the summer, and we'll be good to go. That's literally, we're fine. So if we can do that, that's great. I said prior to this rain that if we got a week straight of rain with literally I got nothing done work-wise, I wouldn't complain. It would be inconvenient for sure, but we need the rain that bad. So that's where we're at. Guys, I've honestly, coming to you in all sincerity, I've never been more mad than I am right now. I just recorded a 35-minute show. I was on my last sentence, the outro. My dog gets up from under my desk and unplugged the Rodecaster, and the whole file just went bye-bye. 35 minutes out the window. A really good show, too, that the world will never hear. I learned a lot through it, though, myself. I took a lot away from it, so I will try to recreate that a little bit here in this one. We're not going to go 35 minutes. I don't have it in me. And quite frankly, we'll just cut out the fluff and get to the meat and the potatoes of what we did in the last show and bring that to you today. So, before we wrap into the show, I'm going to talk a little slower today. I'm not going to be as upbeat, and I'm not falling asleep on you. I'm not sick. I just want to take some time and say, hey, let's actually think through some of this stuff that I'm talking about. I want you to grow and develop as a leader. I want you to grow and develop as a person, as a husband, as a father, as an entrepreneur, as a business owner. You put whatever you want in there. I want you to grow and be better. I want myself to grow and be better. That starts with me. And throughout this show, we've been honored and blessed to be able to talk to and meet with a bunch of people out there in the industry, outside of the industry, and shake hands with a lot of people. And I've sat there and I've literally sat and had dinner with 100 millionaires. Like, ridiculous amounts of money. Talk about things, and they say, I'm always learning. I'm always improving. I'm always being better. I'm being coached by other people. I have a mentor mentoring me. We're going to read through some stuff here today and talk through some things. I'm going to tell you, you're going to see a common theme here. I have read through these because we just did the show. Prior to the last show that I just lost, I had not read through these comments. And it's crazy how this all just falls in line with what I've been saying. And I want you to know that I don't ever have a one-size-fits-all piece of advice for you, other than if you run a maintenance company, a residential maintenance company, get cars on file. That's a one-size-fits-all. That's across the board. Everything else here that we're going to talk about and share on the show is usually you apply what you need to your business. And I don't ever want to come at you as someone who is talking about things that they've never done. I'm not going to talk to you about how to be a millionaire. Am I a millionaire yet? Absolutely not. So I'm not going to talk to you about that. I'm not going to try to teach you on that. I'm not going to try to coach you on that. And I lose respect for people very quickly that try to coach or coach is a loose word. Act like they know what they're talking about. Teach people, sell people things that they don't know anything about, that they've never done. And I have a little bit more leeway if you are actively working towards and seeing progress towards achieving whatever you're trying to put out there. Am I actively trying to be a millionaire? Do I think I have things in place that can get me there in 3 to 5 years? I do think that is the case. So we might talk about tips and principles along the way, but I'm not going to sit here and say, hey, this is how you become a millionaire, because I haven't done it yet, so I don't know. I can't talk about it. I want you to make sure that you consume your content. You are consuming content that is making you better, whether that be making yourself better, making other people better, bringing things to your attention that you can say, oh, I could help other people with that. Whatever it is in the content that you consume, make sure that it is of benefit and that you're not being scammed and sold something that is not true or something that doesn't apply to you at all. The word influencer is a dirty word, right? No one wants to talk about it. No one wants to say the word. I don't have a problem saying the word, because let's shoot straight. Am I influencing people by talking to this show, into this microphone on this podcast? 100% I am. Are you influencing people in the conversations you have on a day-to-day basis? Yeah, you are. Like, if you've run a John Deere for 5 years and someone comes up to you and they've never run a John Deere, are you going to influence their decision if you say, go buy John Deere? Yeah, I love mine. Yes, you're influencing their decision. Everyone influences people to some extent, right? So influencer is not a dirty word. The reason I think it's a dirty word is because people put out there, a lot of people, and this is no one in particular, no one specific, no one that is close to me in our industry. There are people out there, there are bad apples. But I'm not literally talking about anyone specific when I say this stuff. I'm just speaking generally today. There are a lot of people who put their life on social media and they want to push their life onto you. Their $10 million house, their lake house, their 5 Porsches and Rolexes and everything else. That doesn't necessarily have to be your situation. That might not be your goals, right? So don't let them push their lifestyle on you, and don't try to change your lifestyle or make a lifestyle that you don't even want or that you don't need to be trying to make, because that's what they do on a day-to-day basis. Is it a bad thing to look up to other people who have more than you? Not at all. Not at all. But you cannot let their lifestyle come down to you and impose on your life and cause you to have bad spending habits or you to try to do certain things because that's what they do, when that might not even be your goal and your vision. You have to find what works for you and your company and your business and your family and your life. It's not one size fits all. And there's too many people out there who try to push what they're doing in their life, what they've done. Hey, do this, do that. Be like me. You don't have to do that. I consume other people's content, and this is just like full transparency. It's going to sound bad, and I'll explain in a minute. I consume other people's content to watch them fail. Like, that's why. Now, do I consume their content to watch them fail because, like, oh, they failed, they messed up. Oh. That's not why at all. In a very simplified Alabama Jeremiah Jennings version, what is the quote that says, only a fool learns by their own mistakes. A wise person learns from other people's mistakes. So, yeah, I'm going to watch people on social media. Yeah, I'm going to get around other people and their own businesses. And I'm going to get in groups. And I'm going to say, yeah, you failed. You messed up. And let me walk that back. It's only a failure if you don't learn from it, right? That's what I've said from day one. It's only a failure if you don't learn from it. So if you learn from it and you improve, it's not a failure. But I'm going to watch you for your mistakes and your setbacks and your trials and everything that you had to go through in the building process. So I can do it differently, whatever I can change and should change, that I can do it differently, I can improve and make my life a little bit easier, where in turn I can make other people's lives easier. Find your goal. Find your purpose. What are you doing with your life? Why are you doing it? Are you helping yourself? Are you helping other people? Are you serving other people? I promise you, when you serve other people, you will receive more than you ever thought you could ever receive. When you step into the role of, hey, let me serve others. That's what we were put on this earth to do, is literally serve other people, glorify God, and share the gospel. That's literally what you're here for, is the Great Commission. So, in all of that, build a big business, build a good family. Like, create jobs, grow an economy, grow a nation. Like, those are all things that are great. But you got to find your vision, your purpose, and what are you doing and how are you helping other people before you can even step in any of that stuff. What I'm doing isn't what you're doing. It's not. Will I share myself so you can see what I mess up with along the way? 1,000,000%. And hey, if your goals truly are the same as mine, let's rock and roll together. Build relationships. Like, take that thing to the moon. I'm all about it. But I'm tired of seeing people, this is harsh, get ready. I'm tired of seeing people fanboy and fangirl and only do things because someone's told them to do it. Some influencer, somebody with a social media following said, do this, do that, don't do this, don't do that. Create this, don't create that. Can you take advice? 1,000,000%. Can you gain ideas? 1,000,000%. But don't follow people blindly. Find what works for you. Is it working for other people? Is it only working for them? Like, I'm sorry, if someone's running a solo mowing route, don't listen to them on how to build $1,000,000 company. They're not doing that. That's not what's happening in their life, right? And if someone's running $1,000,000 company, I would dare say, don't listen to them if you're trying to run a solo company, because they look at things totally different. Part of the show that I was talking about is that I started, part of the reason I started the show, and we're going to get to it in a minute, I want to read some comments from an Instagram post that I made today about what would you tell your younger self? Someone who's running a $1,000,000 company, it's going to be very hard for them to remember what it was like being solo. Like, yeah, they're going to remember it was hard, it was tough, long days, late nights, blah, blah, blah. They don't remember the day-to-day, right? So get around people who can help you in those areas and progress as quickly or slowly as you would like. But find people who you can relate with and help you grow your company in the way that you see fit for your family. We're going to play the video here in a minute, and I want you to think on what you would tell your younger self. What would you change about your company? What would you do differently? What would you do again? And as we grow, I'm investing in mentors. I'm going to change my life due to the people that are around me and the goals that I have set in place. But, it's a big but, goals are easy to set. Goals don't really matter that much if you don't put in the work in the process to get to the goal.
At Launchpreneur Academy, we believe in a community where success is amplified, not diminished, by helping others. Introducing the Launchpreneur Academy Link membership, your ticket to a thriving lawn care business. Join our exclusive Launchpreneur Academy Link Facebook group where like-minded entrepreneurs share insights, advice, and encouragement. It's not just a group, it's a family dedicated to your success. As a Link member, you'll enjoy monthly hangouts to connect with fellow lawn care professionals, bidding hour calls to sharpen your business acumen, and enlightening lessons from industry experts in our monthly guest expert series. And here's the icing on the cake, our monthly group coaching calls where your specific challenges are addressed and you receive personalized guidance to excel in your business. Yeah, there's more. Gain exclusive access to the lessons from Brian, the mastermind behind Launchpreneur Academy. With call records, PDF recaps, and more, you'll have a treasure trove of resources at your fingertips. Don't miss out on this incredible opportunity to revolutionize your lawn care business. Join Launchpreneur Academy Link membership today, and let's grow together. Visit launchpreneuracademy.com and sign up now, or use the link in the podcast description. Launchpreneur Academy Link, your link to success.
If you're not willing to put in the work, you're never going to achieve the goal. So set big goals, yes, big goals come with lots and lots and lots and lots and lots of work. Long days, late nights, missed parties, all the things that go along with it. And my big goal right now is Savannah is doing hers as well, but she doesn't have near as much change as I do. If you've seen Savannah in person or online, like she's very in shape person. She works out every day and very, very disciplined with her diet and stuff, and it's so impressive. She's inspired me a lot since we've been married. My goal right now and my path is I am changing my fitness, changing my diet, overall just like creating a better standard of living for me. The amount of money that I've invested in this is crazy. You'd laugh at me if I told you how much we invested into this. And I only say that to say I'm serious about it. Find something you're serious about in your goals and put some skin in the game. Because that's how you're going to push through the hard days. I just did a 16-day cleanse that was absolutely awful. I had skin in the game. It made me push through harder. It made me stay strong, right? It helped me go and push through those days. I think that as you grow, you got to get around mentors and people that are going to help push you. There's two types of mentors to me. There's the mentor that's been through it. They're older. They're further along in life. And there's the mentor who's in it and just has a different stage of situation, a bigger company, smaller company, whatever. Go get around them, talk to them, and make a mentor a huge part of your life. Try to become best friends as good as you can. Like, try to get in with them, create that circle, and watch yourself grow. Find people who are looking for your best interest, not theirs. Don't get around people who are trying to sell you a coaching call or sell you a course or whatever. Have people in your corner that are implementing things for you that are actually going to change your life. Now, they have the wisdom and the time, right? So am I saying don't pay them for their time? That's not what I'm saying at all. People deserve their time. You pay for that wisdom. You're getting 20, 30, 40 years of wisdom in a condensed period, so I can learn it at 24, not 50. So, yes, there probably are going to be monetary costs involved. I'm just saying find someone who truly cares along with the money. They truly care about you. Let's run through some of these comments here. This is going to be a shorter show, like I said. It's I don't have time. I can't spend a whole another hour recording this thing. It sucks. That was a good show that I recorded that I missed out on, but I'm just trying to give you the meat and potatoes on this one and rock and roll through your Friday. Let's rewatch this, and then we will go through the comments. I want you to hear this.
The next generation of entrepreneurs and business owners that we're getting to influence and help teach along the way that are coming up have such a great thing at their fingertips in social media and the content that gets put out there. I want to ask you a question. If you could tell your younger self one thing, what would it be? Put it down in the comments below, and I want a lot of younger guys, maybe even veteran guys, to roll through these comments and look and see what are other people telling their younger selves? Is it something that I would tell myself? Does it relate to you? You know, I think we all think a lot of things in the industry and think, man, what do we do? How can I stay up at night less? How can I have a better marriage? You know, so some of you veteran guys, drop some knowledge in the comments below for the young guys coming up, myself included, on what you would tell your younger self if you had to go back and start all over again today in your business.
So what would you tell yourself? What would your advice be to yourself or to someone else who's starting out? I would love to hear it. I would love to know. Shoot me a DM, shoot me an email, text me. Would like to know what yours would be. Let's read through some of these comments. And the reason I say this is because, like I said a minute ago, the $1 million owner doesn't relate with the solo owner anymore. The solo owner doesn't relate to the $1 million owner. Even the $300,000 owner doesn't relate to the $50,000 owner. Different tasks, different days, different just activities going on. These are good for anyone, no matter what stage of business you are, definitely early on. Yellow Dog Lawn Care Services. Find a mentor. Find a mentor. It's kind of like I said that already, right? Find a mentor that is invested in you and your situation and wants to see you grow and change your future. I'm going to run through these much faster than I did last time. I broke them down a lot more last time. CPR Lawn Care Florida. Investing in yourself is the best feeling. Take your time when you first start up and avoid going into debt for your business expenses. Slow and steady wins the race. I'm not going to disagree with that statement. I'm not going to go into the whole debt versus no debt game, my money versus other people's money. I will tell you this, do what works for you in your situation. That's going to always be my advice. I will happily go into giving you my advice and my opinion, which is only my opinion. That's it. If you ever want to do a coaching call or a one-on-one, would be happy to. In this setting, it's not a one-size-fits-all. I don't know every detail. I don't know everything about your business. Do what fits you. Do what fits your company. If you need more on that, reach out. Happy to talk to you. Happy to walk through that. The reason I don't like people saying, yeah, you should always be debt-free, you should only be debt-free, you should only grow your company debt-free. You could potentially stop someone who is part-time at their job, waiting to go full-time into the lawn care company from doing that and changing their future because you told them they have to be debt-free. And they can't afford, it'll take them 5 years to afford a $15,000 lawnmower. And by the time they have $15,000 saved up, those mowers are going to be $18,000. Like, they have a family, they have a kid, they can't invest every single dollar they make back into the company, right? And so this is why I say it's not a one-size-fits-all thing. Do what works for you. There's lots of smart people who can take other people's money and grow it and make multiples on it. There's also lots of people who have grown debt-free. And if you are not married, you don't have kids, you don't have a family, and you can reinvest every single dollar you have into the company, go for it. Try to stay debt-free. Again, do what works for you. You can always try to stay debt-free if you want to. But you should also be paying yourself, and we're going to get to one of those in a minute. And that's where I'm going to talk about the relation there to the debt versus no debt. Like, there's more to it than that. The Showcase Lawn says, know your worth, know your numbers, practice profit first, be professional, never stop learning. Your network is your net worth. It's not the grades you make, it's the hands you shake. That last statement there is huge. It's not the grades you make, it's the hands you shake. It's not about, what do I say all the time? It's not about who you know. It's about who knows you. Because if no one knows you, then you're useless. That doesn't mean anything. Like, they can't call you when they have a problem if they don't know who you are. So it's all about who knows you. Know your worth, know your numbers, practice profit first, be professional, never stop learning. Always be learning. I told you. Next to $100 millionaires. Always learning, always being better, always being taught. Know that you are worth something in your company. If you say you're worth something, back it up, though. Have the proof to back it up. Real life story of that. Going to be talking about that next week on next week's show. Real life story of how I had that happen last week with a customer. Really good story, too. You don't want to miss that. Professional Lawn Maintenance said, invest in yourself. Go to Equip, meet leaders in the industry, find a mentor, read. Again, what is the common theme here? Find a mentor. Get to networking events, live events, Equip Expo, LEL, LCR Summit, whatever, Lawn Care Life, whatever event you can go to or think of, like, make it happen. Find a mentor. Read. Educate yourself. Always invest in yourself. Elite Cuts Lawn Care. Practice patience. Your goals and dreams never happen as fast and as easy as you want them to. Again, what I say earlier, your goals are easy. The goals don't mean anything if you're not willing to put in the work to do what it takes to get to the goal. You can set the goal. Yes, it's easy. Cool. I'm going to have a six-pack and be 160. The amount of work that goes into doing that, though, am I willing to do that? Because that's how I prove to myself whether I'm going to achieve the goal or not. And that's not my goal. That's not my fitness goal. I'm not going to be 160. Six-pack, that's on the list. We're heading there pretty quickly. 641 Excavating said, believe in yourself, listen to advice, but don't always go a direction just because someone tells you to. Seek the wisdom, never stop learning. Excuse me. I didn't even bother muting the mic. That's just the kind of show this one is today. This is one that will fire me up, was what I just said earlier. Listen to other people's advice. Yes. Just because someone tells you to do something don't do it because it fits their life. That's what happens a lot of the time. They share things that are working in their life and in their situation. So just because they're doing it doesn't mean you do it, because you might be doing something different than them. Elliott Wilson, 98. Start sooner. Isn't that simple enough? Start sooner. Like, people that start, I rarely hear in year one, man, I wish I never started. I wish I would have done it. It's always, man, I wish I would have started 5 years ago. Look where I've come in the last 6 months. If you think you're there, if you're listening to the show and you think you're there, go for it. Make the jump. Make it educated, of course, but go for it. BMF Lawn Care. Start learning and networking sooner. Invest in yourself as well as the company, and pay yourself more. This is going to be our wrapping up topic here. Pay yourself more. If you're young and you're single and you can reinvest every penny you have in the company, that's great. But you are also going to have to get to the point where your company runs and actually makes money and you can actually pay yourself. Do not be discouraged, guys, if you're paying yourself a livable wage to support your family and your company's growing slower than others. Like, it's that simple. Your business is made to provide for you and your family, not the other way around. So why are you not taking money home at the end of the week or at the end of the month? Why is your business running your life? Why are you not getting a paycheck? When you can start taking those draws or those paychecks, depending on how you're set up legally, when you start taking those for 6, 8, 10, 12 months in a row, the freedom and the momentum that you're going to gain from that is going to be groundbreaking. If it's $5, if it's $100, if it's $500, fit your situation, what you can afford at the time. But I would dare say what you can't afford at the time, because it's hard. You say, I can't afford to pay myself $500 a week. Are you kidding me? That's $25,000 a year. There's no way I can do that. If you're not paying yourself, what's your business really worth if you want to ever sell it? Right? Like, the owner's not making any money. Why would I buy a business that I don't make any money on? These are all things to think about when you're early on, guys. Like, it's easy when you're early on. Invest into the company, invest. You got to take money out at some point. You got to start paying yourself. Kind of a heavy show for a Friday. Not real upbeat, not real fast. A lot of truth to it, though. And I know there's some takeaways today that I hope you can take away. I appreciate it. Doing the show 3 times a week is not easy. It's not. I'm just being, like, honest. It's not easy coming up with 3 pieces of content, long form content every single week. I don't know. I think that you have to make your decision the best way that you know how. Don't let other people influence your life in a negative way. And be very, very careful what you consume on a daily basis. I appreciate you tuning into the show today. I hope that we can change your life by coming to you 3 days a week. Thank you for allowing me into your life, into your family. If you listen to Marriage Mondays with your wife, thank you. Share the show. If you enjoyed the show, if it leaves some value for you, leave us a big rating or review down low. Let me know. It really does mean a lot to me. I love reading those and just hearing the feedback. If you want to go to Launchpreneur Academy and grow and learn and get in communities like this that are beneficial for you, LaunchpreneurAcademy.com is the place to go. It's the contracts, it's the videos, it's the courses, it's the templates. All that is there to help you grow a lawn and landscape company that you can be proud of. Brian's done a great job with that. Go check him out, LaunchpreneurAcademy.com, and you can also see link there, the Facebook group. $30 a month. I'm in the group. I see the group probably once a day at least, if not once every other day. I haven't seen anyone say, yeah, this wasn't worth it. I've heard everyone say, why is it only $30 a month? This is amazing. Just from the live calls that you get every week, right? So I appreciate you tuning in. It really does mean a lot to me. Sorry I'm not more upbeat. I'm not. There's really nothing wrong. I'm just thinking through what we're talking about today, and I want you to do the same, so I don't want to be running through it. Just think on it, ponder on it, run the show back and listen to it again if you need to. Hope you had a great day mowing if it's at the end of the day. If it's at the beginning, hope you have a great day mowing. Laying pavers, digging ditches, whatever you're doing. Do it, excel at it, be the best that you can be, and you're going to start growing and appreciating it more as you grow. So thank you for tuning in. It means so much. If we're going to Equip, you can use code GG50 to register for $15 right now. $15 is worth every single penny to get in that show. So it's already around the corner. It'll be beautiful. 55, 60 degrees. The leaves will be falling. It's the fall. It's great. We love it. I love going up there. I love the weather that time of year. It's always a great time. So come hang out with us in Louisville. GG50 gets you in the door for $15 if you go to equipexpedition.com and register today. This was the sentence that I was on last time, guys. I said, without any further, and the board cut off. So without any further ado, that's going to wrap this one up, guys. Thank you for tuning in. It means the world. I can't express it enough. We're going to wrap it up and talk to you on the next one.
Thanks for tuning in to the Growing Green podcast. It is an honor to have you listening, and we hope you receive valuable advice to help take your business to the next level. Don't forget to follow the podcast so you'll be notified when our next episode drops.